I'm massive on habits. I'm also massive. I'm big on habits. I pretty much credit every success that I have to my daily habits and the kind of rituals that I do all the time. And I blame other people for my flaws. Small calves, tiny height, smaller penis. Just kidding. I actually wrote my book in a couple of months with just from my morning routine. I'm gonna show you what that is today. It's super simple. But if you have the right habits in place, that's how you change yourself. That's how you change your body. That's how you change your lifestyle. How you feel better is from your daily habits. So I'm gonna show you what my new daily habits are and what I'm gonna be doing this year to try and make the best of this year. Some of these might seem weird, some of them might seem just normal, but it's what I'm doing. So let's get into it. So I usually get up at the same time every day and it's around 5:30. I have one little hack that actually makes it a little bit easier. And I figured this out the other day and it's actually quite crazy. So I bought this ages ago when I was just freezing and I figured out it's actually got a schedule on it. So I did a full Huberman mode. That is not good lately. I did a partial Huberman and I scheduled this to come on and pump hot air at 4:30 in the morning because I thought, hang on, if it heats up my room and I get hot, then the body temperature will wake me up. That's usually what happens naturally. And it did. It worked too well because 2 days ago, I woke up at 4:30 in the morning. Like, if you have one of these heaters, fucking works. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to set an alarm. And then straight away, I get my caffeine of choice. So that's Pride pre-workout. I usually have a scoop of Pride first thing in the morning because it's the only thing getting me out of bed, to be honest, is a bit of caffeine. Then I get back into bed. Now, those who've watched my channel for a while know that this is usually part of my routine. The thing that I don't do is check my phone. It's been like that for a long time because I know my mind, if I check my phone in the mornings, it's gonna make me feel so bad. It's gonna make me feel like garbage. I'll compare myself, I'll see something and freak out. Your brain isn't quite woken up yet, so don't check your phone in the mornings, ever. Then I will actually start reading for around 10 to 15 minutes. I used to read for half an hour, but lately I've been doing something else in the morning, so you gotta make time. You can't just sit there in bed all morning, all day, and go, this is my morning routine, just don't get out of bed. We've got to make time. So I read for 10 minutes to get some kind of positive input in and allows me to kind of reset. And then after that, I feel like, okay, I can do stuff now. So this might be strange to some, but this is single-handedly the best hack for success, I think. This is literally how I wrote my book in 2-3 months, is I did this every morning. I would sit down and I would do work for 30 minutes, uninterrupted. And the reason why it's important to do it early is because first thing in the morning, there's something different about it. It's similar to like really late, but I think you get the advantage of a fresh mind. So some people say they love to work late at night, but I find my mental capacity and state in the morning is like top notch because I'm not affected by anything. I'm like fresh. So I sit down for 30 minutes at least and do some kind of hard, deep work. It sounds bad, but I do things that I really want to focus on that I won't do later. For example, if there's a project I'm working on, like a book, it's hard to write a book. I made it easy because all I did was sit down and do it every single day, non-negotiable for 30 minutes first thing in the morning. I couldn't start my day unless I did writing. Now I do the same thing with other projects. So if there's other projects I'm working on, side hustles, businesses, I do them in that spot in the morning because it's my non-negotiable. It's that kind of like focused hour. So for you guys, what kind of things are you putting off? What are those goals, crazy ambitions, desires, dreams that you're not actually working towards? Do them in the morning. Put that in your work spot in the morning because when you sit down and actually get them done, it's a compound effect. You might not see anything in the first week, but after 2 weeks, a month, all of a sudden you're building something crazy. And then you'll look back in 6 months and go, that's crazy, I did that whole thing. So once that's done, then I officially start my day. So the next thing I actually do in my morning routine is cold exposure. This is a non-negotiable for me for a long time. But it is freezing here in Melbourne, Australia right now. Like it's getting quite cold. So we're gonna make it even harder. We'll go for a swim down here. Ooh, so thankfully I live like just near here, so I can walk down here. I enjoy the walk. It gives me a bit of time to just like get outside, get some sun, feel good. But it's freezing now, so we're going in there. Hell. So once I get in here, this is always the same. It sucks, but once you push through it, you feel great. So a couple of these, I'll stay in here for around 3 minutes, and then I feel pretty good by the end of it. Woo! Hey, so I didn't see you in there, bro. It's all yours. Take your whole leave. Please. After the cold exposure is technically when I start my day. So that's usually around 7:30, 8 o'clock maybe. And it's where I have my second bout of caffeine because your boy's an animal and I'll have another Pride or a coffee. And if I'm dieting, that's my meal. That's like my meal one is a black coffee because the appetite suppression of that it just keeps me going. So sometimes I'll have like a hot coffee, long black with soda water. that suppressed my appetite for about a week. I won't eat for a week. Nah, probably like a good few hours. So I do that when I'm dieting, but now I'm not dieting. I'm trying to get big, so I need to eat a little bit more food. So I have breakfast now. So this is my meal one today. I'm gonna have a rice bubble bowl. Very easy, just simple carbs and protein. Rice bubbles, Oxyway, and some raspberries. And if you guys want to get your own diet, by the way, like your own personalized diet from me and my training plan and use my app, you can do that for free. So you can do it totally free for 2 weeks to see if you like it and actually want to use it and level up with the plan, with the paid membership. Even if you do level up, you'll get it for like half price because of this promo right now. So click the link below or go to pernafit.com and you can try it all out, because I don't want you guys to actually have to buy it and not like it. So try it for free. If you love it, great. If you don't, also no stress. At least you tried it and you know it's not for you, because it's not for everyone. Sometimes it's not for everyone. You know, they don't like the meals or whatever, but most people love them. So try it out, click the link below, see how you like it. And then it actually brings me to my daily habit every single day when it comes to my diet. One thing I do every day with my diet is like a little diet habit is I have a steak every day. You can just meal prep it and then just cook heaps, chuck them in the fridge, and then you're good to go. If I have a steak every day, it's so much easier to hit my protein because there's just so much in it. Tastes great. And if it's grass-fed, you get a lot of good nutrients in there too. Next, I cut caffeine at around 2 to 3 p.m. What? Did he say he cuts caffeine? Yeah, wait a minute, I'm trying to find out. What? This might be hard if you train in the afternoons, but you might want to train in the mornings for that reason. The reason is because if you still have caffeine in your system, it takes about 6 hours to get rid of half of the caffeine out of your system. So 12 hours, all the caffeine's gone. Caffeine, we know, increases alertness and wakefulness. So if you're having caffeine in your system at 4 p.m., by 10 p.m., you only have half of it. So let's say you took a pre-workout with 300 milligrams of caffeine in at 4 p.m. At 10 p.m., you still have 150 milligrams in your system. So yes, you'll be able to get to sleep because it doesn't fully override your body, but the quality of your sleep is going to suffer. You might struggle to get to sleep and stay asleep and get good quality. So when we want to get up early, we have to go to bed early, right? Because we just have to, otherwise we'll die. So that brings me to my next habit, which is to have a solid evening routine. What I do every night, I get to bed, I watch 6 hours of porn, and that is pretty much it. No, I get to bed early, I don't look at my phone, that is too distracting, and the bright light, frankly, just keeps you awake. So I get to bed and I try and just read for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I use my iPad, so I turn the brightness all the way down, and that knocks me out. Me and Joel figured out the reason how I read a book so quick is because I fall asleep with my finger on the iPad key that just keeps turning pages. True story. Next, I like to do something I enjoy every day. I don't like to work 24/7 because what's the point? Like, what's the point? Unless there's an end date on it when I think I'm gonna smash it for a month and then chill. I want to actually enjoy life, and what's the point of like working and training and doing all these things that you're just grinding yourself if you can't even enjoy what you're doing and you're not happy? So do something every day that brings you a bit of joy, brings you a bit of happiness, right? So it could be just like playing COD with my brother. We tend to do that sometimes. Might be just 20 minutes of doing something fun with someone, or just doing something you enjoy, like do whatever you want to do really, but make sure you're just prioritizing some time for yourself every day where you're going, you know what, this is something I like doing. Unless you like murdering people, then don't treat yourself. Don't put yourself first. Just sort that shit out. But other things, do what you enjoy. Let me know in the comments below what you want to try, what new habits you're going to implement, or which ones you've already doing that you've seen good results. Let me know how you go, guys. Thank you for watching. And if you want to see more videos like this, just let me know in the comments, and see you next time. Stay massive.